historic announcement. We are replacing NAFTA with a beautiful brand new U.S.-Mexico trade deal.
President Trump sealed part one of a new deal to replace the North American Free Trade Agreement. Monday's breakthrough saw the U.S. and Mexico agree to changes in automobile manufacturing and a shrinking of the wage gap. But the accord faces an urgent timeline to include NAFTA's third partner, Canada. Canada's top trade negotiator said Thursday she's encouraged by the urgent nature of the discussions to replace the 24-year-old pact. The country's prime minister continues to hold off strong jabs from the White House and his own citizens. The U.S. takes 75% of Canada's exports, which includes things like lumber, agriculture, and automobiles.
Rules of origin in cars is an incredibly complicated issue, but we had reached a high-level agreement with the U.S. in the spring, and we are encouraged by the progress that they made with Mexico this summer.
Congress gave the White House fast-track authority to work out a three-country deal, not a bilateral agreement. If only the U.S. and Mexico agree, Congress would have to approve any deals reached with the outgoing Mexican leadership. If a pact was reached Friday, the 90-day review clock would have ended before December 1st, allowing outgoing Mexican President Enrique Peña Nieto to sign the deal before leaving office.
Hello, sir.
USDA Chief Sonny Perdue spent several days in Iowa this week fielding questions. Grain and renewable energy producers at a roundtable Thursday in Ames pledged faith in the agency, but admit patience is wearing thin with the pace of negotiations.
While it is very painful in the meantime, we know that a fair and free trade environment is going to be better for the farmers in the long term.
Mexico is the top destination for U.S.-grown corn. Canada did import 1.15 million metric tons from October to June of this year, a major increase over the same period in 2017. But the haul is only 1/10 of what typically goes to Mexico. The Secretary of Agriculture said work on entering into a new pact with TPP countries would help their position with China, a country on the minds of many in attendance. U.S. soybean and pork exports have slowed, which has kept a lid on prices. China imported more than $12 billion worth of soybeans during 2017, almost 60% of all domestic exports. Since the 25% tariffs went into effect in July, U.S. soybean sales to China have slowed.
They sent some lower-level ministers here to begin to restart the conversation at maybe the baseline foundation there and go upward. We think while these two elephants tussle, the grass gets stomped down, but I think theirs is getting stomped more than ours.
The $12 billion FSA package released this week will be based on the current crop year's production. For the initial 50% of crop production, farmers will be eligible for a penny per bushel of corn, $1.65 for soybeans, and 14 cents per bushel on wheat, with a cap of $125,000 on each of the three commodities. For Market to Market, I'm Paul Yeager.